everyone. Yeah, thanks for welcoming me to have this talk. So first of all, I will briefly introduce our university is in Taipo, yeah, quite far away, and we have in the third in Asia and the 16th in the world under the education field in the university. So is our obligation to involve more in the discovering different ways to improve teaching and learning. And here's my brief introduction, my background. I am the senior lecturer too in the Department of Mathematics and Information Technology. And I'm also currently the associate head of the department. So my interest is in data mining, machine learning. So AI is also one of the branches. It's not a new term. Actually, you can hear this AI or machine learning over 20 years ago. But why it is used and become a hot topic in recent years? So I will tell you more about that. So today we will walk through this, all this outline, and we will focus on number 4, AI in education today, since this is a teaching expo. But briefly introduce what is that AI, artificial intelligence. So can you imagine if you are talking with a robot, not a real person? Can they give you more insight and learning? So what way we can use it in the teaching field? This is something that we can do in the future, or currently we can make use of the data that we collected. So every minute, your data is collected in different ways. So in terms of maybe your browsing patterns, your learning logs, and probably we may have sensors in this classroom so that we can monitor different emotions in the class as well. So all these are data sets that we can collect. So that's why we can make use of big data to analyze the patterns. But the way to apply or to use those patterns to improve learning is a big challenge. So I can share more of this in some of our projects in the department. So big data can be collected in different ways, especially education. If you collect the assignments at the end of the semester, you can never know how to help the students. Prevention is always better than you get the solution at the end. So you can prevent the students from lagging behind. You can monitor their progress. You can also cater some learner diversity. Okay, so here's a news clip about how we can make use of data to rule the world. Yeah, it's a very strong word. Yeah, how can you get the world? Because if you can use them to maybe facilitate different ways like commercial world, marketing, they use data to understand your needs, customer needs. Similarly, education is the same. You want to know what the students need. So that's why big data is very important. So I think most of you see this diagram many times. Yeah, the relationships between machine learning, AI, or big data. So how are they related? So AI is not a very difficult term to understand. So it's also not including everything in analysis. You would like to use the computer, to help us simulate human intelligence. Yeah, so this is something that we would like to do. Through some algorithms, you can perform prediction. Through different like deep learning, you can perform object recognition or even facial recognition to have different applications. So I skipped the boring part, history. You can simply find that it developed a long time ago, but why not? Why now? Why now? Here are some examples or some reasons behind. So first of all, we can find a lot of free resources. Open source is a very beautiful thing. Many people would like to share the sources, and the developer, even the students. Our students are pre-service teachers. So in the future, they would develop their own way of teaching. So probably they can have their own AI system to analyze the students' behavior. So the way to use it is more easier than before. And the second reason is because of the algorithms. They are quite advanced, and throughout all these years, it's proven that deep learning, convolutional neural network has a very good high accuracy in recognizing the face. Yeah, so make use of the images. So you can make use of some algorithms to do the predictions, to do the recognitions, etc. And data has been collected easily. Yeah, so you can just store it on the cloud. I don't think you will need, your phone has limited capacity, and also the data storage is limited. So always go to the cloud to use their services. Computer power, the computing power also, if you just rely on your desktop, may not be enough. So they are expandable. Yeah, so all these are the reasons why AI technology is widely used in different applications, of course, including education. And here I will share some of the projects related to how AI is everywhere around you. So, like whether you can predict it by using historical data. When you go shopping, you watch a movie. Why? There's something pop up. Okay, you can watch another movie as well, because your data is collected every time when you browse, when you watch the movies on Netflix. They know your behavior. Yeah. Also, they know your interests, so they will feed something for you. And the other application is using the object recognition. Here you can see the car plate. Yeah, you don't need to use the autobus card to enter the car park anymore. So this is all automation. So from this slide, you can see how AI can help you in daily life, automation and personalization. These two things are very useful in different applications, in education particularly. I will tell you more about that part. Okay, another example, Uber. I'm not sure anyone talked that before, but how can they select the suitable driver for you in case there are 10 cars around you? So they use data to choose for you, to predict, if you choose a driver with more experience. So there's some scoring system in their entire system, or their projects. So not every driver are qualified. So if you have some car accident, so they stored it in their database. Looks like blacklist, but in terms of data, is part of the input data they need to store so that they can have different decision based on what they have collected before. Okay, then 3 stages of AI. So I briefly tell you more about what we are currently having is narrow AI. 3 stages. In the future, maybe we have super AI similar to those in the movie. Yes, really have a robot, have feeling, have emotion, can learn, and have creativity. That is the future. Looks like a human, smarter than human as well. But now, we still at the first stage. Narrow AI, suitable for one particular purpose. Just like your phone, Siri, some personal assistants, you have a specific purpose. And in education, we will also like to maybe develop a project suitable for a particular purpose. For example, you want to have a prediction of a student's grade with auto-grading system. So these are example of narrow AI. Okay, so some examples here. So we can go to some key technologies that we are currently using, or what we can do currently or in the future. Computer vision is an area that making use of AI. You detect the eye. Some of the camera already incorporated this technology. When you smile, it take a photo for you. That's a basic thing that it done. But how about in education? Can we use the computer vision, facial recognition to understand the emotion of the students so that the teacher know, I need to stop now. Or maybe 80% of the students, they feel confused. their face are so sad. So you cannot just continue your class. So especially in pandemic, you cannot see them personally. So how can you understand students' behavior? Of course, privacy is another issue. So we can talk about that later on. All right, so key technologies. We also make use of natural language processing. So in short form, you always use NLP, that you call that. So we can make use of AI technology to recognize some handwriting or even a large piece of essay, a long text, to select some keywords so that you can know, the teacher can understand the students' understanding on certain topic, whether the keywords appear in their essay. So of course, if you really want to talk about the language part, there are some more complicated algorithms you need to include it in that. So another one is data science and decision making. So do you want to predict the students will drop your course or not? Because in university, it's very common. You can have elective courses. Yeah, you just take it, the first 2 lessons, and then finally, within the drop period, you can go. And in the middle of the semester, some students also may not be able to catch up the progress. So as a teacher, I want to know. So how can we do it? We can use AI. And the fourth part is robots and sensors. Yeah, so this robot is now NAO, robots. You can write or define your way to use it, to define the interactions between students and the robots, to teach students different topics. So my son also involved in one of the projects to take the video, and it's quite fun for students, for teenagers especially. So how it can be done. So teachable machine is one of the examples developed by Google. And I will not show the demonstration because I think most of you, or if you are interested, you can take a look. The application is to recognize, not only images, but also the sound, both pose. And when I teach in one of the courses, AI courses, one group make use of the teachable machine to teach the others hand gesture. So maybe different meaning, 1, 2, 3, or some small kids, they need to know what is the meaning of this. Oh, this is victory. So you can recognize this is victory. Or you can have, this is thumb up as good, okay? So different gestures have different meanings, and how you can use an interactive way instead of giving them worksheets or just some exercises. On top of that, you can make use of the technology to tell them. Technology can do a good job for recognizing different gesture. It can be automated. You can use it to instruct the machine to do something else for you. If you see thumbs up, okay, maybe you can pop up the other things, show an animation or something like that. This is quite interesting. If you never tried, you better try that. That's quick draw. It's also a Google application. When you draw a line, it will predict what is it. Oh, it is a stick. And then you draw something else. Oh, maybe it could become a triangle. And so it will tell you, oh, it's a triangle. But finally, maybe you draw one more stick at the bottom. Oh, it's an umbrella. So every time you use this system, Google is collecting your data as well to improve the accuracy. So AI, one part of it is to collect training data to improve to build its model for future prediction. So if you understand the concepts and you can teach the students to do the same. So our students are pre-service teacher, so they can deliver back to the students in the secondary school and primary school as well. So actually, it is it also going to the kindergarten level. Yes, last week we have a demonstration of using a boat to collect the rubbish in the sea automatically using the object recognition. Oh, this is rubbish, then you need to clean it. This is a fish, don't touch it. So this kind of application can let the students understand more application around this AI medicine, of course, you can predict, have a diagnosis. Chinese medicine also have diagnosis on many things, your eyes, your tongue, your pulse. So can you build an expert system to have first filtering? So you cannot replace a doctor. Similarly, AI cannot replace teacher. Yeah, so but what it would do, so let's see, AI in education, what we can do in that field. We can see some examples here. And this one, AI in education. So in our department, we have different colleagues finished some of the projects related to AI and educational technology. And here is the data sets that we always can collect, and within the next 5 years, maybe the adoption of expenditure on AI in education is predicted to keep increasing and increasing every year. So you can see the trend. So it has a great increase in terms of money that you spend in the area. So why it's not successful? 20 years ago, I am in the field of machine learning, AI, or data mining. Yeah, because people don't trust it and will not invest money in this area, because they think that is a theoretical concept cannot put into practice. But now they trust it because it's much easier to deploy the solution, and really you can assess the effectiveness by looking at the results. So now we have a different seminar organized previously. Last year in an AI conference, we invited Professor Rose Luckin to tell us more about the challenges on applying AI. So I would like to tell you a new term called HI. What is that? Human intelligence. So AI is not really it's powerful, but most importantly is how you use it. It can become a weapon. It can become a good tool for learning, but it can also have side effects or negative effect on the students. If you use AI, one of the slides is you can use it to write a piece of speech. Okay, so you let AI to help you, you become a lazy person. When you type in Google, just type 3 letters and it completes the others for you. So do you think it's learning? It's hindering your learning, or is help you to learn better? So depends on how you use it, how the teacher deploy the solution or deploy the way to apply AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, so let's talk about the interconnected factors. How can we transform education to help our students? There are different aspects in education. We have problems. What kind of problems we are facing? If you're a teacher, what things? In the teaching side, you have a lot of class management I think if you have 2 classes or 3 classes, each class has 30 students. Like 60 students, is it like that? Or 100 students? How can you keep track of every one of them? Did you do this homework? Homework is easier. You have assignment box. But did they read the assignment? Read the lecture notes, or did they log in to get the resources? Did they do the quiz? So there are so many tedious things that you need to do, and especially in the end of the semester, marking. Yeah, how can we use AI to help the teachers? You can use the auto grading system. Yeah, there are some in the market already. They can grade coding assignment, text-based assignment, even equations in mathematics. They can be graded automatically and give the score linked to the student's profile. They can get the feedback immediately. Immediate feedback can be given. And in terms of student learning, always have diversity. Learner diversity is a problem that we need to cater. So some students need more help. Some need more advanced references. How can we know the system can help? So I will show you an example after this slide. Administration, I think most of the school, including secondary school, university, they will have their own management system to manage those student records, admission, etc. But how about the data they collected over years? Yeah, they can use it to predict students' performance or what kind of target students I need to locate, maybe band A, band B, which type of school I should go more, should have promotion before I have the admission. So actually all these things, they are conducted with statistic, maybe look at their charts before. But now we can make use of AI, machine learning. So now I'm going to show you something like, here with the platform. I use this platform for around 3 to 4 years due to a project that I got the funding. I developed this platform to let the students. Looks like a game. I call this platform G Moodle. Yeah, so here, G stands for group. Yeah, it's developed based on an open source learning platform, Moodle. So most importantly, the students can know their current progress compared to the average in the class to have peer pressure of learning. And as a teacher, I can also see a chart to compare the performance between groups. So what's more, if I want to know, like this group one seems good, then I take a look, okay, so this is good. All the students have similar contribution in the class. And let's see this group 7. Okay, not bad. So there are some extreme cases. Maybe use this as an example. You can see in this group, 3 persons in this group. But if you just look at the final, the total score, it looks like, oh, they did a good job, but one of them is the leader. Yeah, so it may tells you that more information can be collected from the platform due to the analysis. And here is a chatbot that help the students to learn better, I believe. So one of the feature or one of my motivation to develop this chatbot is to save my time. I don't want to keep answering the question, how can I find my schedule? Okay, so if they ask me every day, every time, then just ask the chatbot can help you. Or, I forgot your email. Can you give me your email again? So I keep answering these questions, so the chatbot can help. So we try to set some questions that help the students to learn how to get grade A. So it's suggested by one of my students before when developing the chatbot. So there are so many preparation before instead of grabbing those data from the platform, how many number of posts I got or anyone reply. Even if you want to know when we will have the quiz, so they are lazy, just type any quiz. So NLP is applied when you are working on this kind of platform. So you can show everything that you want on the chatbot. And if you take a look at the top, another feature is to provide personalized learning experience for different students. And as I mentioned, learner diversity. Everyone can receive the same set of lecture notes. Yeah, I will set some key readings for everyone. But in case some students need more, or they need some beginner's level, or they want some advanced level readings, I can define it here. Say the quiz, the score is less than, say, five marks. Then I can ask them, refer to one of the readings. Then you can check you can take the quiz again. So by adding criteria, because we can make use of rule-based and something. Okay, if quiz 1 is high score, and quiz 2 is high, quiz 3 they are high, all the quiz score are high. You may suggest some advanced topic for them to further explore the area in this class. But in the opposite, if they don't have enough basic idea on the topic, less than maybe 2 marks, you better go back to some of the tutorial or some exercises you can select by yourself. So this is a system that I would like to tell you more about how to use it. All right, next is about some of the projects that we can share about. So this is not developed by us, but it is a AI-powered adaptive education platform, similar to the one that I demonstrate. Every student, they will have looks like a tutor, a personal tutor, private tutor. So this concept is good because one teacher to all students is not good enough. If everyone have a personal private tutor to do some recommendation for them, to have reminder. Yeah, my student will don't like me because if they forgot to do the quiz, they will receive reminder from the previous system. And yeah, Duolingo is another one that using AI-powered language learning. So language learning needs to cater like diversity as well. Some can speak better, some need more practice. And I try to learn Japanese as well, yeah, through an app. It will keep prompting some related questions that I'm weak subjects, and keep having these kind of questions to help me improve. And we have a collaboration with professor in Taiwan. And this is another project based on robots, IoT, Internet of Things. So this can have interaction between a robot and students. So as I mentioned before, learning is not only occurred in the class, but also at home, outside the classroom. So the young learners, they can learn English as a foreign language at home and see the interaction with the robot and keep learning. And we can collect the training data inside this system. Okay, I think I need to speed up a bit for the projects that we have here. VocabGo is from Dr. Song in our department. It's developed already. It makes use of AR technology. And you can also, so you can learn from the environment, getting your tablet or your mobile phone, go around and recognize different objects and learn English. And what more here, we have another example. Orchestrate apps is ongoing and will be tested in the coming semester. So what way we are using is make use of the learner analytics tool to keep tracking the data. So between teacher and students, so we can see the interaction in between. And students, how can we motivate them to learn better? They don't like to show up their face on the online lesson. So that's why this project will suggest students can create their own avatar and communicate online. So in the next semester, I'm going to use it in my class to see how it works and prove the effectiveness. And face recognition, yeah, you can detect the emotion of the students. So through CNN, yeah, so it's convolutional neural networks with multiple layers, you can recognize, oh, this emotion, the students, just like I think I mentioned it at the very beginning, you may need to adjust your teaching style, or you can evaluate whether your lesson should be planned step by step, or in which stage the student get confused, so you may adjust that. So track emotion is like that. So corresponding to different things. And it has limitation as well, because if you use the cloud service, maybe it's quite slow sometimes. And the number of layers that you need to use should be reduced if you want to speed up. Okay, so I think I have a few more slides to share. It's another project on eye tracking. So some students with special needs their attention should be evaluated. So while you are focusing, how long you can, and we have the pupil detection through the device, the wearable device. So see how the students can focus and how long they can focus. So all these are some applications that we developed before that can help to enhance the students' learning with deep learning, with AI technologies. But there are some ethical issues. Yeah, it's a powerful tool. But can it help the students, and will the students too rely on the tool so that they don't know how to write a piece of essay? So here is a comment about the poem that written by AI cannot show the sadness of the feeling, the emotion cannot be expressed. And also, this is about the poems. And music is another area. We involve creativity. So can AI help? So some people may argue that in the future, maybe, it keep learning. It can also learn the emotion, learn the empathy, all these things. But at this moment, maybe we still need to involve two areas. So HI and AI is a combination. We need to combine human intelligence and artificial intelligence to do to build our future education at this moment. So what AI can do, it save your time to do the tedious work, and make it more fun. But what AI cannot do, interdisciplinary maybe connection between different subjects still needs human to involve inside, because all of you have a phone. So can all of you maybe use a camera as an example. All of you can purchase camera, but will you be a professional photographer? It is not. So how you use it is the most important thing. It may need you to connect your education with empathy, creative thinking, critical thinking skills as well. And we have different bias when we use AI in any discipline. We have the same problem. So to cut it short here, I just want to highlight that use technology pedagogically, meaningful way is very important. So don't just use this tool like the internet is over. You can use it in a wrong way as well. So hopefully we can make use of it in the future, because they are all included in our program. We have two programs developed. There's a Master of Science in AI and Education, currently launched it in this year, semester 1. And another one is for Bachelor of Science, for undergraduate students. And it will be launched in the next year. So I think it's 2022. That will be the first semester for the new students with senior intake and first year intake as well. So if you want to get more information, so feel free to ask me about the details. And finally, have a promotion as well. This is a competition on AI, the topic today. So this for secondary school. This is for secondary school. If you want to know the website, I forgot to prepare the QR code. So it's AIED tag. Okay. So now you can start to plan for different topics. Just suitable for AI and EdTech. This kind of questions. Okay, I think I need to stop here. Thanks all for coming today, and I hope you enjoy the expo. Thank you.